All right, let's start the show. Let's start the show. Hello, people. What's going on? Yes, I'm talking. Words are being said. Um, I'm making this video to pretty much address why Souls on the Stage is closed right now. Um, I don't have to make this video, but I feel like it's something that should be addressed, just because of the nature of why it's closed down. So, um, there's been a lot of factors on why I closed it, but there's one main one that really wasn't in my control. Uh, there's a lot of things that made me help make this decision to put it aside for a bit, but this main issue of why Sauce on the Stage is closed down is because the building I was renting from for the business got sold back in October 24. The new owner uh, just didn't want me there. It's the best way I could say it. He never actually said it, but a lot of his choices were to end up where I'm at now. That's exactly what he wanted, but whatever. Um, so, oh shit. All right, so back in 2024, October, the building gets sold. Um, this was a something that I was not told about. It got sold in October. I found out through only my own security cameras. The previous property manager was not made aware of that. Um, she was playing catch up as well. Uh, so the building pretty much got sold between the old owner of the building and the new owner of the building. There was no middleman between them, and there was no actual advance notice for me on where I stand, where they want me here or not. Like, yeah. Um, so throughout the course of that whole process, right? The building gets sold. The new owner comes in. He's just moving as if I don't exist in this building. Essentially, I'm just there to pay rent and shut up about whatever renovations are blocking my way for the business. This has affected all of the people that go to my studio. That they practice, they go there to record. A lot of the times, the renovations end up with him intruding on their sessions, and um, he's denying this happens, but I have screenshots and everything. I'll place them in this video somewhere, but um, I'm just going back and forth on why he's moving so recklessly with his own tenant, essentially, right? You buy a building, the whatever tenants are there come with the building. That conversation has never happened, right? So he's avoided communication about that specific subject multiple times. Um, and the only time he even referenced my tenancy, my status as a tenant for the building was through just his judgment on uh the amount I pay, right? His only conversation with me was about the amount of payment I give for my tenancy. And this building is a abandoned mill building. It's a $2 million fucking junkyard Honda. That's what this building is. This building, he's trying to upcharge me at this point, saying I'm not paying what is constant, what is appropriate for the amount of space I have. But the amount of space I have, its function of the space isn't where I need it to be. Half of the electrical wasn't working. There's still like mice and all that stuff. There's still, there's infestations of rodents and shit. There are leaks from the roof. There's no AC, no nothing. And he's just telling me, oh, nope, you're paying for the space. Square footage is square footage. I'm like, okay, cool. So where does this dollar value come from? If it's just square footage, then it doesn't, the square footage, I don't value it that much either, right? As a tenant, you have your right to agree to the amount. And I didn't agree to that amount, and that the amount I've been paying was what existed before he even bought the building. So that's I was at. So me and him, we're going back and forth, and he's just moving as if his say so is 100% take it or leave it, even though I have a previous lease with the building. So it's at this point it's on, like, he either has to accommodate me if he wants to keep me as a tenant, which that conversation never goes there because he avoids that conversation, right? If he wants me out, he has to pay me to leave, essentially, because I have a previous lease and he had to pay me an amount for me to leave. So he drags his feet on this conversation, avoids every sit down meeting, whatever. This is over the course of from October to, let's say, February, right? That's a good chunk, maybe 4 months. I'm not entirely sure, but a good number of months of him just dragging his feet and me waiting for this lazy ass motherfucker to, like, for this lazy ass person to fucking not, to be clear, to be fucking an actual human being, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So February comes. Instead of a conversation about whether he wants me to stay, it turns to him giving me a letter of a rent increase, 60-day rent increase. That rent increase pretty much doubles. It's a 150% increase on what I currently or was paying before. And that's extremely drastic for 2 months. It makes no sense, right? I didn't sign any letter agreeing to that. Those were just his intentions, whatever. This is what he wanted. I'm like, all right, cool. So after he gave me that letter, I got a lawyer. Went through that process, and we ended up agreeing that the rent increase is ridiculous for the amount of accommodations I had to compensate for myself, right? I had the space was full of junk. I cleared it out for my business, and the building gets sold to someone else that doesn't care about his tenants, essentially. So that's where I'm at. I'll show who this guy is, or show you how to find him. But this is the type of person he is. It's been an ordeal. This video is essentially my review of how he is as a landlord. A precautionary video for anyone interested on trying to rent in that same building. I'd advise not to, wholeheartedly, because the place was a shit show beforehand, and I did the best what I could. Like, I had a lot of help. It's just that building was very neglected by the previous owner, the property manager. She tried her best, but it's like you can't really do much with someone that doesn't want to take care of their own fucking building. So So fast forward, ultimately, me and the lawyer got this dude to finally, pay me out and all that stuff. Agreed to actually fucking pay me and all that. Um, which isn't it's not enough. But at the end of the day, I can't afford to fight this in the courts because that costs even more money. Essentially, I'll be gambling on a win that isn't guaranteed. And what's guaranteed is I have bills. I have to shift my focus now. If anyone wants to know who, what kind of person this is, right? Because the stuff I have is very, it's I say it's anecdotal, right? It's my experience as a tenant under this human being. So, but what I'm gonna show you is exactly who this person is. This is a letter, a state ethics commission, a public education letter from the state of Massachusetts, right? The state. The state made a statement about this guy. So let me show you exactly. You could look this up yourself as well. All you have to do is pretty much type this in. Let me lower this right now. Oh no. Hold on. Camera. Yes. Pretty much type this in. Public education letter Lawrence. That's all you need to do. Once you do that, this dude was a previous building inspector. Right? This is a man. This one right here. This is the one. Y'all could read this article, read it up, but essentially he was a former Lawrence building inspector who used his official business to approve his own building permits. Right? So he's corrupt. Right there. Right there. I wish I fucking saw this earlier, but they put it out in December. This is 2 months after he already got the building. And he's been doing this since 21. At the very least, it's proven that he has used his position to benefit from his he's a public worker trying to make himself approve private his own buildings and shit like that. So that's the kind of person that is currently running the building on 181 Canal Street. I don't know what else to say, but he has done a lot of messed up shit. And these are just facts. I don't care if he says anything. If he finds this video, he could take me to court if he wants. If he's willing to do that. Because he avoided that completely once I got a lawyer. So that building is trash. Yeah. But this is all you need to type in though. You can find this letter is mass.gov. It's literally right there. The State Ethics Commission issues public letter education letter. You can find that shit right there. Yeah. That's the main reason why my studio shut down. A rent increase from someone that has not fixed the building at all, has not improved anything other than putting primer paint on shit, painting the floors, just painting stuff to make it look good, and it's not good. It's not good at all. He's using the freight elevators, the functioning of the elevators don't work, and they haven't been updated at all, and it's just a lot of bullshit. So other than that, that's the main issue why, yeah, I'm gonna repeat myself, but mainly that's why I'm closing down the studio. Y'all could blame him, whatever, but this is just an education thing on my part to make aware of who's currently running that building and how my experience has been as a tenant. My Google review of of uh of 181 Mill Development LLC, whatever. That's the official company name, some shit like that. Either way, it's a trash company. He's a trash person, and I'm glad I'm not there no more. I'm glad I'm not attached to that motherfucker. So, I know the studio meant a lot to a lot of people. I've created pretty much a platform for at least 30 different individuals to work and do things from, run events. A lot of it was a lot of a big benefit to the music community, I'd say. It's according to, how people feel, I guess. That's what I've seen. But for now, I'm just gonna be remapping, reworking stuff, working on my own things for now until better opportunity arises for me to like reopen. Currently, it's not working out that way. It's gonna take a while before I try again. Um, yeah, but I thank everyone that has come to the studio, that has come to work, that have tried just new things out, try to work things out. People have actually like, have actually grown and used the opportunity to work, work at my studio to some degree, work on themselves, try to build something out of it. This was my first attempt at a business, and it was a good 4 years. What is making the noises? Well, it's probably the kitchen. Probably someone making food right now. Okay, yeah. So, yes. What else? I have nothing else to say. Soul Silent Stage will reopen at a later date. And that's all I can say right now. In the meantime, I'm going to be in my performances. I'll be performing at the 11 restaurant in Lawrence. I got hit up by a restaurant recently, so I'll be performing then. 8 o'clock every other Thursday this week. Hopefully would be this week's the first run, so hoping everything goes well. Currently making some marketing things to help promote that place. So thank you. Peace out. I'm looking at 3 different things right now, so thank you. Big ass kid.